What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm bringing you a commentary here that's, well, a little bit different. This is a gameplay sent in to me by two people. It's actually Unique Legend and Successful Fails. And it'll be in the title most likely. There's 5 MOABs in this game, 2 of them by Unique Legend. And I noticed a little jump there in the game. I literally just cut out 2 minutes of the game. You don't need to see. Nothing happens for him. But you can see. Well, there's a lot of things in this game. You can see what happens when you get a full team, plus a couple people running support, plus some fairly overpowered weapons, plus a major spawn trap, and confident players all come together, and what the result is. I don't think this has ever happened before, and I don't think this will ever happen again. But it happened. And I think you guys will enjoy the gameplay in general. Again, I don't promote the use of these weapons. I think it's like that's like taking the shortcut, and I don't like it. But I can't deny the fact that this is really impressive, regardless of the weapons used. So I won't worry about that too much. Anyway, I was just watching a Woody's Gamertag commentary. And he was talking about Black Ops 2. Revolutionary or evolutionary? And he talked about how Black Ops is most likely going to be rewarding the objective, which Modern Warfare 3 tried to do, but sort of didn't really do it the proper way. They made the objective just as important as kills. And considering how much more difficult it is to capture the objective, than it is to kill someone, it essentially made the objective not as important as getting kills. Look at that, already a MOAB. We're 2 minutes into the game, essentially 4 minutes in the real game, and someone just got a MOAB. If I remember correctly, I remember the Unique and Successful telling me that they were playing with some semi-famous YouTube player. If any of you recognize some of the names in the kill feed, I'm not sure. But I'm just trying to go off my memory because they sent this game a little bit of some time ago. Anyway, I won't bother about that. So he was talking about that, and I 100% agree with him. I think that Black Ops 2 should strive to support. Wow, I didn't even mean to do that. Support, and support the objective, and support playing the game in a style that isn't based around kills. Because the fact is, if you're not playing Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed, which I hope comes back because I really like Kill Confirmed, if you're not playing them, kills just aren't that important, unless you're defending. And he had some good points about that too. Like if you're getting defending, should that be worth 2 points, or maybe 1.5? They can incorporate half points into the game. That's easily doable. So maybe special types of objectives like that can be worth half points. I don't know. I mean, it's just theory. I don't know too much about the multiplayer. I wish I knew more, but that's just my opinion. But then there's other stuff that I think is a revolutionary step forward. The biggest thing, multi-team deathmatch. I don't know if they're going any further with that. Look, this is where it gets kind of ridiculous. That's MOAB number 2 in the game, by the way. I don't know how far they're going to go with the multi-team stuff, but they can incorporate objectives into that. They can incorporate flags into that. That's MOAB number 3. They can incorporate, essentially, let's say, here's an idea of a game mode. Each team has a flag. Each other team has to try and capture as many of the enemy team flags as possible and bring it back to their base. But also, other teams can steal from their base. So essentially, there's 4 flags, and then, let's say, to make it even, there's a flag in the middle. So a neutral flag and 4 flags. And I'm literally making this up as I go along. It's sort of based on capture the flag, but not really. And because you can have multiple teams, you can have multiple people fighting for the middle flag, but you also have to watch your own flag and make sure no one steals it, so that you can get the middle flag and have the edge, with 2 flags as opposed to 1. And this, I mentioned this actually being a pretty cool of an idea. We played this, and the reason I think of it really is more because we did something similar in soccer, where there's balls in the middle and you have to run out, but it's not enough, so you have to steal from other players as well. But essentially, that could work out where you suddenly have 4 teams running around the map, all playing different objectives, and you have to decide on whether you defend yours or you go out and steal theirs. And if all you do is defend yours, you're not going to win, because one of the other teams is going to have 2 flags by the end of the game. So you can't just camp it out, you have to move around. Now, if you have an organized team of, let's say, 3, I'm not sure how many people there are going to be per team, but if we think about it, they can do 18 per match, and 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So they can do 6 people per team, and 4 teams each. So that could be pretty interesting, actually. That's just a thought. I don't even know if I divided that correctly. Because 18 players, and it'd be divided by 4, so it doesn't really work out. So I guess they can do 16, 4 players per team. But, I don't know, I'll leave the technical stuff to them. But then, that means that you have to have a perfect balance between people defending and people offending. And, I don't know, I think multi-team deathmatch would add something so different to the game. That it could be revolutionary. And I know I would spend most of my time playing that. Because it's more competitive. It's not you versus them. It's you versus them versus them versus them. It's more there, and there's more you have to look out for. And it's a change on ground where you don't have this massive team. You have a small squad taking on essentially what is a much bigger squad. Because you have to think everyone else is trying to kill you, and you are only capable of killing them. Now, obviously, they're trying to kill each other as well, but again, I'm getting into the more details, and it doesn't really have to be like that. But I think that multi-team deathmatch and support and objectives and that kind of stuff can make this game revolutionary. Now, there's more to it. On top of that, the sound has to be good. They have to get it right off the bat. It can't be something that's just not working until 3-4 months into the game, because the fact is, the game gives its impression in the first 2 months. That's just true. Modern Warfare 2 lost all credibility as a good game because it was broken for far too long. In fact, it was so broken, it's still broken now. At no point has Modern Warfare 2 been a completely playable game. Whether it was care package glitching and Javelin glitching, or there's MOAB number 5, by the way. Care package glitching, Javelin glitching, then one-man army noob tubes, then excessive quickscoping, then overload of the UMP-45, and then hacking and more noob tubing and spawn tubing and objective tubing and pro pipe, I don't know. But anyway, that game just never was in a state where it was very playable. But if Black Ops comes out good, if the weapon balance is good, if the game modes are good, if they bring back war, that's more of a cross fingers than anything else. And kill confirmed, and to make sure all the game modes are playable and fun, it can be a revolutionary game, because that, except for maybe COD 4 and COD 5, Black Ops didn't do that, Modern Warfare 2 didn't do that, Modern Warfare 3 almost did that, but Black Ops 2 could be the one to do it. It's the first time in, 3 years, 4 years? But anyway, if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you in my next commentary. Also, that's how bad the team was.